And welcome back to Good Morning Quad Cities at 11. There's monster trucks that are driving into the Quad Cities this weekend, and we are joined by Krysten Anderson to talk about how you are being part of this, because you drive Gravedigger, one of them anyway. So this is so exciting for us and I wanted to start with a little bit about some of your accomplishments, because I was reading through your bio and things like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have to talk about this. So 2022 first ever female Monster Jam Tour Series champion by winning the Arena Series Central Championship. Same year, you got Rising Star Award winner at the Monster Jam World Finals. You're a Guinness World Record holder for the highest ramp jump, reaching higher than 33 feet. And you're the daughter of the person who created Gravedigger.
Yeah, I wear many hats here at Monster Jam.
Oh my gosh. So what is it like driving the same monster truck as your dad?
It's a lot of responsibility. It's really amazing. My dad is since retired now, but it's great that it doesn't matter what part of the city or what country I'm in, I'm guaranteed that people have seen Gravedigger.
Yeah.
They love it, and I have the most fans in the arena. You know, I've already won their heart over. But because Gravedigger is so iconic and it's so heavily decorated, and my dad had such an amazing legacy and career in it, there's a lot of pressure for performance. The people want to see the truck win. They want to see that truck in the winner's circle, so the pressure's on for me every time I pull out.
So what is going through your mind when you're getting behind the wheel every time?
I'm kind of just getting amped up and getting in the zone. You can't really get too over amped when you're driving these things, because you want to stay really calm, cool, and collected so that you can pull off some of these amazing tricks and stunts and stuff that we do with them. But I'm mostly just getting in the race zone, man. When that helmet goes on, like, I'm not a nice girl anymore. I'm a competitor.
I love that. You know, how do you prepare for the tricks that you're doing? Because it's kind of like you're playing a video game almost, you know, like Grand Theft Auto or something.
Yeah, it's tough, because a lot of our preparation, we don't have a lot of that. We don't have a lot of downtime. We are learning and doing these tricks and these stunts right there in front of a live audience and a live event and in the middle of competition. So it takes a lot of seat time, a lot of courage, and a lot of confidence to pull off some of the things that we do.
You know, you've won a lot of awards. So what are you looking forward to next? What are you hoping for?
I think that the biggest thing that I want to chase now is a world championship. We've only had 2 ever females that have ever been crowned a world champion in Monster Jam history. That's Lindsay Reed and Deborah. And we haven't had very many females other than that. Other than that, it's been males. Wow. So I would love to grab a world championship. I'd like to be a world champion in racing and in freestyle. And then after that, that's kind of like that's the top of the list right there for me. Yeah,
well, and doing this really, it takes you around the world. You're mostly here in the U.S., but you've traveled abroad as well. Talk about that.
Yeah, I've competed with Monster Jam in Finland before, and it was a blast in Helsinki. And it's crazy because I grew up in rural North Carolina, and that's where Gravedigger was born and raised, was in rural North Carolina. And my dad is the one that created it. Never thought that the truck was going to take off and resonate with people the way that it did. And it's now, people know Gravedigger internationally. So when I flew to Finland, I was 19 years old. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, these people aren't going to know me. They're not going to know this truck. You know what I mean? Like, this is an American thing. Yada, yada. We get there, they know exactly who I am. They know exactly who my dad is. They love this truck. They've been watching it since they were a kid on TV, and like, they just took to it right then, and it was amazing. And that was like one of those big moments that I realized, I was like, man, my dad has touched so many people, so many corners of the world outside of our little realm of North Carolina and the United States, and it was a super special moment. So it's awesome to compete internationally. I'd love to do some more competitions internationally.
Why do you think this does resonate with so many people?
I think that they love the truck. It's got the cool factor. They love the Gravedigger. I think that's what's cool about it. But also, I really think a key factor was my dad. My dad was so humble, and he raced so hard, and he always cared so much about the spectators and the fans and making sure that they got their money's worth. Wow. If they wanted to see the truck wrecked, my dad was going to do it. You know, if they wanted to see him jump from one end of the stadium to the other, he was going to risk life and limb to do it for them, because, I mean, in reality, they were the ones that were feeding us, you know, like buying my diapers and things like that. So that my dad had that understanding a long time ago that the fans and the spectators were the most important back then. And, you know, we're from North Carolina. He's Southern, he's humble. So he treats everybody like he's known them their whole lives. And I think that really stuck with people, and it made Gravedigger, the whole Gravedigger brand and the whole Anderson family and Monster Jam really successful.
That's awesome. You have some pre-show rituals. What are they?
Well, I love to call my dad and get my dad's opinion on some of the cities that we've been in. I'm 25, getting ready to go on 26, and so I've kind of earned my keep a little bit, and I feel like I don't have to call dad every single time. But if there's a new city or a new track that I've never raced on, I call dad because he's been everywhere, done them all. And I like to check the dirt out, like to check the track out, things like that. Do like kick a lap and see what to expect. I'm big on getting some rest. I like to rest a lot before the show because I know that it's getting ready to be 2.5 hours of grind time competition. It's going to be tough. So, yep.
Wow. Well, it is going to be such a busy Saturday for you as well. So, Kristen, thank you so much for joining us. We'll let you go get some rest anyway. But you can see Kristen and the rest of the Monster Jam tomorrow. They're going to have 2 different show times, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. There's a pre-show pit party that you can also be a part of. Kristen's going to be there signing some autographs. That is before the 1 o'clock show happening at the Vibrant Arena in Moline. Tickets can be purchased on their website. We'll be right back.